All right, good morning everybody. Welcome back to my little broadcast. Today we finally got the wheels and tires in to finish that camper RV recovery, whatever you want to call it. And just something I'll give you guys a tip on that I use here in the mountains. A lot of times once you get out to a certain destination, there's no cellular service or data to be able to load your next destination on your phone. So what I've done this morning is our first stop, we've got to go pick the tractor up, because that's what I'm going to use to hook up to the camper and get it backed out or spun around at the job. But where the tractor's at right now, there's no service. So once I get there, I can't pull up where the camper is to get to there. So I use two mapping apps. I'm going to use MapQuest to get to the tractor, and then I'm going to use Google Maps to get from where the tractor is to the camper. But what I've done is I went ahead and loaded on MapQuest the address for where the tractor is, but I've also went ahead and loaded Google Maps and put the address in, and you can't just put it in, you have to actually go ahead and put it in and hit start or go, whichever one the app uses. So they're both already, you know, guiding me to where I've got to go. But the one going to where the camper is, it's just going to keep, you know, redoing the route as we go. So once we get where we're going, even though there's not data service, since it's already loaded, then you know, it's ready to work. The problem with them is that they have to have the digital service to be able to load the destination. So we're ready to rock and roll. So I just pull up MapQuest to go to the tractor, set that up, and I don't close the other one. We just, you know, let it run the whole time. It's not going to mess it up for us to just, you know, let it reroute, you know. And since it's not in the open screen, it's not going to constantly be saying rerouting.
Take a slight left turn onto
Drive to route, rerouting, you know. It's not going to do that the whole time. So let's get up here and get this tractor picked up. I didn't make a video of that job simply because I was able to tailgate the whole job pretty much. And it was muddy and rutted, and well, probably would have made a decent video, but you know, I don't want to just keep making the same videos of the same old stuff every time. So that's one of the reasons I'm excited about today, is it's just something out of the ordinary and different. And we don't have any trailer lights. So I guess my pigtail is probably not pushed in very good. So I'll run back there and check that. You know, I've got brake lights back there, so either it's my pigtail's loose or I blew a fuse. One of the two. Oh, that's not the pigtail. Nope. No. Drat. Well, I was turning around yesterday and one of these lights popped out, so I bet it popped the fuse. I bet anything that's what it was. When those plugs come loose, and if that plug touches the body, it'll short it and cause the fuse to blow. So that's where we're at there. So let's run down to Valley Truck Service and see if we can get a little fix up. All right, Valley Truck Service to my rescue. There's 110 amp little fuse. Yesterday I decided to go do a quote on my way home, and I had my trailer with me, so I didn't know where to turn around. And of course, once I got into where I was going, there really wasn't much anywhere to turn around, so I had to back the trailer into the driveway. It was a little too steep, and with these dovetail trailers, there's only about that much room before you bottom out. I bottomed out, it pushed one of the lights out, and I unplugged it to make it easier to get it in, get it back in, and I knew I heard it pop, and I should have turned my lights off to do it, because with power of that plug, it touched the frame and it blew the fuse. And of course, when I buy something new like this, I read the manual from front to back. Well, unfortunately, I left my manual at home, and like a bad boy, so I didn't know, I couldn't look up to see which fuse it was, couldn't really find it online. So went by and Tyler went through with his fuse tester and found the culprit. So luckily it was just a blown fuse. I didn't have any lights on from the back of the cab back. I didn't even notice that. Tyler did. So we're about an hour behind where I wanted to be, but that's okay. We got all day to get the tractor picked up, get the camper out, and make things happen. Been laying off my Dunkin' Donuts fix, but today I'm gonna make an exception. Go get me a decaffeinated coffee. They definitely are going to have to replace this particulate filter. That thing's filling up in no time. Something's definitely off. I don't know exactly what it is. They didn't really tell me. I just know that there's a service bulletin on that filter that they just got to be changed. It's not a computer thing. The thing just reprogrammed. I'm going to have faith that this will be hopefully the last thing that's wrong with it for a while, and I'll just get, you know, have a couple of things going wrong, get them fixed, and we'll get about 20,000 miles of good service. If I can get 20,000 miles out of a machine before I have to put it in the shop for something other than oil change, regular maintenance, I'll be happy. I'm not hard to please. But this, going in the shop twice after 5,000 miles, that don't jive. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna run here and get me a coffee, and then we'll go get that tractor picked up. Of course, it starts snowing. Trailer hitch. Wheels and tires. Alright, so we're going to do this side first, because if we jack this side up much at all, it's going to start tilting that trailer up and could potentially put us back in that hole. So let's go ahead and jump on this side. Alright folks, so I am having to make a revised video on this one because frankly I'm just having to repeat myself so many times. Everybody's like, oh, you left the stabilizers down, you tore the stabilizers off. Well, when you set these campers up, you lower those stabilizers in all four corners of the camper to stabilize it. They're not meant to lift it. Well, you would think any self-respecting thief would have the decency to take the time to raise those stabilizers before he removes the wheels and tires. And, you know, everybody knows that thieves are just decent people that think about stuff like that, especially if they're going to be ripping the wiring out of these things like this guy did. Well, what happened was that he stole the wheels and tires off of said camper and did not do anything to support it. Obviously, they don't care. So these stabilizers, what happened, he left them down, he stole the wheels and tires, but there was nothing to support it, and that's why you can clearly see that the camper is sitting flat on the axles. So that would lead anybody to realize that, guess what? When he left without wheels and tires on it, it didn't take much time for those stabilizers to buckle under them. Well, as you watch as I raise and work to get this camper back up off the ground, sure, when I pull on it forward, it folds and it bends, and even one of the stabilizers falls off, but there really wasn't any option otherwise, and the customer knew that. I mean, you're trying to get a camper that's pretty much going to be totaled anyway. I did do my best to get this camper out with doing any more damage to it than possible, but when those stabilizers get folded under like that, they get warped, and good luck to you trying to get them, turned back up. Most of them, the threaded bar that works the stabilizer was pretty well warped and ruined. The back left corner, I eventually, when I did get it out to where I could work on it, I was able to jack it up, but you guys didn't see it. I didn't make a video of it, but the other stabilizers that were left just kind of flopping, I was able to ratchet strap them up secure to where they were, going to be able to make it down to the camper place. So, y'all enjoy the rest of the video. It's a shame I had to go back and make this explanation, but when one person made the comment that I just didn't care, I just want people to know that I do the best work I can, and, we're moving forward, and I'll know in future videos that I have to do this kind of, preliminary discussion just to keep people from making assumptions. So you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll keep them coming. That went about like I thought it was going to. Pain in the butt. But we got it out of there. So let's go down here and hook the truck up to it and get out of here. have said camper behind us. Try to clean my tires out a little here. We just got this little turnaround up ahead of us where we're gonna swap out tractor and truck. And we got about an hour drive from where we're at down to Camping World. Folks are gonna do this repairs if all the damage doesn't total it. And then we got an hour drive back. I kind of feel like I'm racing the clock to get back before whoever stole all the stuff from this camper tries to steal all my chains and binders and such. So I'm gonna do the best I can to store everything where it can't just easily be stolen. So let's get the trailer unhooked, put my regular hitch on, and hook this baby up. If you're gonna pull a camper with a dump truck, you better get you one of these extenders that get you a little bit farther away from the tongue. And makes it easier to not worry about jackknife. That's another reason I got a pivoting pintle hitch. I couldn't get this receiver in if it wasn't for that. So, easy peasy. That one. We are hitched to the wagon and rolling. We've got about an hour drive down to Camping World, so I'm just going to take my time along. One of those stabilizers, I just couldn't do nothing with it, so instead of trying to crawl under there and lay on the wet ground and unbolt it, I hooked a ratchet strap to it and bent it up as far as I could. I'm going to let Camping World handle it the rest of the way. I don't usually mind working in the rain, but rain and cold, not so much. Camper pulls good though. Old Orville here pulls it without a problem. Most of the rain here, but got the wife snowing and laying snow down at the house, which is about 45 minutes from here. got this job pretty well executed. My floor jack I had was only a 2.5 ton, and I think this camper weighs about, well, they told me about 14,000 pounds. I'm not too sure about that. It pulls pretty easy. This camper's in some rough shape. I bet I'd say there's a good possibility they will total it. Very good possibility. Hot cup of coffee. Rizzo Hot O. McDonald's. Well, yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great day. I hope you got better weather than I have here. I'd rather it be snowing. I can work with that. Luckily it was a slow soaking rain. My pants got wet, but you know, if it's just a slow soaking rain, it's almost like your body heat will heat the water up. I don't think I'm gonna get the pneumonia. Yep, I'm gonna get me a coffee. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my little video of this recovery operation. There wasn't no heavy haul towing or anything, but I like stuff like this, and this is just a prime example why I had them put every kind of plug, electrical trailer plug on this thing, and I wanted a receiver and a pintle hitch so I can maximize using this truck for everything, and it's proving to be a good decision. So you guys drop me some likes if you liked it, comment down below, tell me what you think about this recovery operation, what I could have done to make it easier on myself maybe. This isn't my usual gig, but it was fun. So we'll see you guys on the next one, and y'all have a great day. This is America's favorite hillbilly signing off. Alright, so I couldn't end the video there. This is just too good. Too good. Parents, you're failing your children miserably by not teaching them the basics, such as unclogging a toilet. So, I got the camper dropped off. I go by Dunkin' Donuts and go in to use the restroom before I grab a coffee. Walk in the men's restroom, and that sucker is overflowing, just water, you know, no filter or anything. And I served 6 years of my teenage life as a bag boy at a grocery store. There's no toilet that I can't unclog. But that is not my job anymore. My job is grading dirt, moving campers, and anything else that I just want to do. So I walk out. No, I did not clog the toilet. It was not me. I'm innocent. That's the truth. So I walk back out, and luckily their floor drain in the bathroom's doing its job. But that sucker's overflowing, and I walk out to the young man at the counter, and I'm like, hey man, your toilet's overflowing in there. And he just looks at me and kind of like freaked out, just shakes his head, and I'm like, you gotta fix this, man. You can't just let it keep going. Well then, another worker, this Dunkin' Donuts, okay? You're working the public service, you got to be able to fix the toilet. So, this nice lady, the manager, comes around, and I'm like, your toilet's overflowing. And she's like, oh, so just go use the women's restroom. So, I oblige. I go to the women's restroom, I lift the seat, use toilet, I put the seat back down. I am a gentleman. Well, I walked back out and I thought, surely they fixed that thing. Or somebody's in there working on it, and I thought, you know, me being the professional toilet man that I am, I thought, I'm just going to poke my head in and see if they need a hand, because they all look pretty clueless. I look into the men's restroom, nobody's there. Toilet overflowing, floor drain working. Thank God. So, I walk back out, I see opportunity. I am a firm believer that nobody should work for free, for nothing. You should get something for something. So, I walk up to the counter, and I was like, I'll make you a deal. to the young man. I was like, if you hook me up with a medium decaf coffee, 1 cream, 1 sugar, I will go fix that toilet for you. And he looks excited. He's like, oh, thank God it's not going to be me. So then I guess the manager lady hears the conversation. She comes around and she's like, did you go number 2 in there? I said, no ma'am, it wasn't me. But I was telling the young man there, for 1 medium decaf coffee, 1 cream and 1 sugar, I will fix that toilet. And she's like, okay, you want some donuts too? I said, hell yeah, I'll take some donuts. So I asked for a pair of their plastic rubber serving gloves, you know, don't want the E. coli or anything. Now I go back in there, and some child, I assume, has been in there raising some hell, because there's just a clump of paper in this thing. So I plunge said clump and it drains, but then it's not filling up. So I take, and this is kind of a short lesson on toilets too, besides the humor of it, I lift the lid off the tank on the back, and there's a rubber plunger down in there that after you flush and the tank drains, that plunger's supposed to plug it, tank fills back up with water. That sucker's not even attached. It is totally unattached from the tube, and there's another little tube on that the water's supposed to go into. That's in the wrong place. And then to beat it all, there's a little thumb slide that you can cut the water off to the tank. Somebody's cut that off, so the tank won't work. Toilet sabotage is what it was. So I had to essentially completely rebuild this toilet. Took me, I'd say, 4 or 5 minutes. Got it back functioning properly. Walked back out to a large decaf coffee, 1 cream, 1 sugar, and 8 donuts. Now that's how you negotiate, folks. That's how you end your day. You think I'm shitting you? Look at that. I got a bag full of donuts and a large coffee. What a great day. It don't get any better. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, that's hot. Now that is how you negotiate, folks. When you see an opportunity, seize it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm ready to go get my tractor and take these donuts home to Mama. I made them throw in one of them expensive little, or 2 of them, expensive little coffee cakes. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I didn't make them. They volunteered it. 8 freaking donuts, man. And you know how much I love donuts? Man, I'm on top of the world today. Ain't no rain gonna block my sunshine. So that's how I'm gonna end my day. I hope y'all are having as great a day as I am, because it don't get no better. We'll see you guys on the next one. And again, this is America's favorite hillbilly, Todd, signing off.